What's up, everybody? It's Friday, August 31st. My name is Amol. I'm here to do your morning Bitcoin analysis. If you're new to my analysis, hopefully you enjoy it and learn something. If you're not new, give me a thumbs up and give me a shout out. Or if you have comments or questions, please do ask. Okay? So let's start with quickly the 30-minute chart right here, guys. Something that I noticed right here, there was a head and shoulders pattern forming on the 30-minute chart. This is why I always say, guys, try to look at multiple time frames to get an idea of what's happening in the price action. Because if you just stick with the higher or just the lower time frames, you won't get a full picture. Okay, so here clearly 30-minute head and shoulders broke to the downside. We caught support on this rising trend line right here, as marked by this black dashed line right there. Okay, it's right around 69.30. So the reason I'm showing you guys that right now is on point A, right, which is multiple points and multiple days right here. We were using this area as support when there was distribution happening back here in the beginning of August. And then B became our resistance, C became our resistance again, D became our support right here. So typically, horizontal, support and resistance levels are great play if, you want to either short or long, but it's really crappy when, an asset is just ranging up and down because you have no idea which way it's going to flip. And if that support breaks down, do you have any local supports nearby to hold the price up? And clearly we do have a decent trend line support meeting us, as you can see marked by this black line right here. It's met us, we've respected it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and even yesterday, 6 times. So I'm gonna actually mark that as a red ellipse right here because we did respect it. And today, again, we're meeting it one more time and we're gonna see if we can respect it for the next, closing of this 4 hourly candle and maybe seeing the next 4 hour candle open, okay? Also, beyond that, we do spot a descending broadening wedge, as you can see marked by this line right here and this line. These do break to the upside. However, that doesn't mean that it marks the end of this descending price channel right here. It just means that it could temporarily break up and then come back down again, depending on what kind of sell pressure we have up here. Okay. I did place a spot buy yesterday. I actually mentioned it in my analysis. So if you did take my recommendation, quote unquote, again, that wasn't financial advice. So if you made money, lost money, that's your call. But I did, make a 1.8% gain. I bought around 68.05, sold right near the resistance around 69.30. Again, as marked by this line. So buy the support, sell the resistance, guys. And that was it. I walked out of the trade, with my 1.8% gain because this market right now, this is a no trading range for me. Why should I buy here, right? It doesn't make any sense. Either the support is going to hold or it's going to break down. But I haven't seen this support hold strongly enough for us to push up hard and retest 7,100. So clearly there's not enough buyers here. So there may be buyers below or maybe even farther down below. So again, risky trade if you want to trade currently. But if it does come down here to maybe 6,800, who knows? We might, be able to catch a trade to the upside. Let me check out the daily chart here, guys. See what's happening. On the daily, I think on the TD sequential, we are printing a 9. Yep, there we go. It's a 9. On the green. However, obviously the green is not really a green. I mean, we have 3 bearish candles in a row. These are not any slightly bullish at all, trying to tell us that we may actually be breaking to the upside, even on the daily. They're basically telling us that this is, your time to reconsider either stepping out or either placing a stop loss a little bit deeper. Okay, so Typically, guys, as they say that the old saying goes, things come in threes, right? So I do actually have a 3-day bear rule in the asset markets, in the equity markets rather. But the crypto asset markets, however, it sometimes plays out, and that rule is that if you have three candles in a row that do look bearish, typically in Bitcoin at least I've noticed is that third candle really just does take a massive like bearish engulfing pattern. And you can see that right here, right? 1, 2, 3. That third candle is big, right? Right here, 1, 2, 3. That third candle is big, right? And this one is an indecision, but 1, 2, 3. Third candle is big. 1, 2, 3. Third candle is big. 1, 2, 3. Third candle is big, right? So you get the point. So I would expect this candle to start either becoming heavily bearish to near the end of the day, which is around the next 8 to 9 hours, or who knows, I might be totally wrong. Maybe we'll hold up here and maybe we'll push to the upside. Okay, but the daily stochastic RSI, as I had told you guys, has already started curling down. Marked right there, and it's still got a little bit of ways to go. Given the fact that we had met this red trendline resistance, the 7100 resistance from this old distribution right here, all signals to me tell me that this is kind of the time to either get out, or if you're really risky, you want to double down here. So that's again your call, however you want to play that. Another thing that I wanted to mention is on the weekly chart, right? Someone told me that, let me close this indicator out. Someone told me that, these three right here, these three candles on the weekly, could be three white soldiers. That's actually not the case at all, guys. Typically, three white soldiers are big, full-bodied candles, little to no wicks at the top, and they keep climbing higher and higher. These more so look like, that looks like somewhat of a hammer, that looks like an indecision, this one looks like, I don't know, maybe like a shooting star or something. But again, not three white soldiers. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's really not the case. Weekly RSI, let me pull that up real quick too. As I told y'all, we're still in this decline, this parallel channel down here. It's still working. We're not able to create a higher low we have created a higher low, but a higher high from the previous swing right here, as we've essentially been going down and down. Okay. Monthly chart, we are actually printing something decent on the monthly, which is a hammer, which is really good. It's a bearish reversal or bullish reversal candle. So we have to see basically tomorrow, actually, since tomorrow is September 1st, if we're actually going to start seeing a candle being printed to the upside. And that'll last the next 30 days. So you have to see it out through for the next 30 days, okay? But, for the most part, guys, short term, I'm still fairly bearish in this market. I see this support basically being beaten down, and I do eventually expect this to break. So we're either going to catch a lot of buyers at the 6,800, 6,600, or we're just going to keep breaking to the downside. I hope my analysis has helped you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make some money, make some good trades, and just, keep it safe and do your best, guys. Cheers.